Hi all, how are we all doing? I've just finished the night shift, so I'm looking rather crappy, so just ignore it. But feeling actually rather quite wide awake for a change. So what's been happening? Okay, I'm blogging this morning because it's my turn and I really haven't got a clue what I'm exactly going to talk about, but one thing I will say is I am writing again and I am drawing again and I can't stop. I've done I think 3 or 4 drawings just in a few days. The writing aspect of it is the project that I'm working on with Sam. We started posting chapters to it a couple of days ago and it seems to be getting well received. We've already made people cry, which is terrible, but it always kind of tells you whether or not you're doing things right, doesn't it? So yeah, there's people crying over it. Can't wait to get the rest of it out. I'm planning on working on that today after I get up in a wee while. And my book, Malevolence, I'm back on track with that. I'm coming up with new ideas for it. I can't wait to get into that, but I'm not going to touch that until after the project with Sam is finished. But I'm looking forward to that. And when every now and again I get an idea in my head for a wee quick one shot, and I've been jotting them down, and I came up with it was a strange thing. I was going to sleep the other night, and this idea came into my head. Obviously, I'm known as the dragon, and it was to do with a dragon and a person who looks after them. Sounds a bit crap, but I'm not going to come out and tell you the whole thing because I don't have it quite right in my head. The thing was, when I was lying in bed, I had it all planned out. This whole story, and where it was going, and who the characters were, and what was the main, plot and things like that. And I thought, oh, I should get up and I should write this down. I even had dialogue and everything in my mind. I'm like, oh yeah, get up and write this down. But I was so damn tired, and I was already in bed, and I was like, nah, you'll remember it, and you'll write it tomorrow. So I get up in the morning. I don't remember half of what I came up with, and I'm quite gutted because I really liked what was going through my mind before I fell asleep. So I'm currently trying to piece that back together to see if I can come up with this other story. But obviously, I mean, that's like way in the future because I've got 3 or 4 projects that I need to work on, including Malevolence and the project with Sam. My problem seems to be that I have lots of ideas for stories and then never get the chance to finish them because another idea comes along. I've already got 4 stories that are partially written, 2 of which are more than half written, and now out with another idea, and it's like, well, get on with one of them, stop coming up with more, just finish one of them for God's sake. So yeah, after this project with Sam, I'm definitely going to be working on Malevolence and getting it finished. It's so close to finishing, that's the problem with it, it's so close to finishing. I can almost taste, I can almost see the final chapter, the final words, but I don't want to touch it till after the project with Sam, because if I do start on something else, the project is going to fall to the side, and I don't want that because I promised Sam that I wasn't going to, like wane off it or that. So as it currently stands, what I'm doing is a lot of writing and a lot of drawing and a lot of thinking. And some thinking's good, but sometimes it's not so good. When you've got an imagination like mine, it's not so good. But it was really nice to have an original idea again. It's been a while since I had one, because I was so bogged down with Malevolence and different projects and things like that. So to come up with another, a fresh idea, I was like, oh yeah, I just wish I had actually got up and wrote it down. I used to have a writing pad and pen at the side of the bed for that, happening, and I didn't. I don't know what happened to it. It's not there. It's probably full of ideas lying at the bottom of a cupboard somewhere. But I really wished I had it the other night because some of the things that I had in my mind, I was like, oh, this could be really good. So yeah, I'm trying to, remember what it was that I was thinking. But sometimes those ideas are the best ones. Is the one you're just falling asleep and your imagination is running riot, and you just think, oh yeah, and you didn't write it down. I've got one piece of dialogue that I do remember, and I quite liked it, and I think that's why I've remembered it. Sometimes, actually, we're talking about writing it down, I use the memo on my phone, and I jot down, you know, little things that I want to write in the project or Malevolence or whatever. And the thing was, I thought, oh, right, jot it in the memo, because I couldn't find my book and I couldn't be bothered getting up. And my bloody phone was dead. So, I mean, everything was against me for this idea. But I'm adamant. I'm so going to get it. I'm so going to get it. So that's like I say, another future project. I'm doing more drawing than I'm writing, which is nice, because for a long time I hated my art so much that, you know, I didn't do a lot of art. So being able to sit down and actually draw things and be happy with how they look is quite nice. So that's why I'm not being too bothered about concentrating on the writing, because there's a good part of the writing done. I know where I'm going with it. But when I've got the drive to draw, I've got to do it, because I don't often have it these days. So there is a book that I think there's a good, at least 2/3 of it written. And it was the one that I was going to do for NaNoWriMo before I changed it to Malevolence. And I've been drawing the characters from that, and I don't know if that's a wee bit of an omen that I should actually concentrate on that story too. But like I say, all these ideas, all these unfinished stories, I just need to sit down and finish one of them, and it will definitely be Malevolence, because like I say, it's so close to completion as it is. And Sam having already read it, and she loves it. She likes the plot, she likes the way it's running, she likes the dialogue, she loves a couple of characters, and that's a good thing too. So I know that I'm on the right path with Malevolence. Obviously there's a lot of editing and things like that needs to get done. But yeah, that's where it stands just now. Like I say, I've just finished a 12.5-hour night shift, and I'm sitting here thinking, I could write this, I could write that, I could maybe draw that. It's terrible, because I know in about an hour's time I'm going to be collapsed on the couch, like, sleep. But there you go, that's where this dragon stands, and I will see you later on, probably later on in the week, and hopefully have a wee bit more information about this one that I've kind of forgotten about. We'll see. Anyway, you take care, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye!